The future arrived quietly, in metro stations cleaner than airports, in cities that moves millions of people with near-silent precision, in streets where technology disappears so seamlessly into daily life that people stop noticing it at all. And strangely, much of this future emerged far from where the world once expected it to. For decades, the world imagined the future would emerge from the same places that define the modern age. But somewhere along the way, the map began to change. In the glow of metro stations that feel calmer than airports, in trains that arrive to the second. Tonight, some of the most futuristic urban environments on Earth are no longer experimental fantasies. They are functioning realities. Across Shanghai, Singapore, Seoul, Tokyo, Dubai, Shenzhen, Bangkok, and beyond, a different version of modern civilization is taking shape. Not perfect, not utopian, but undeniably new. The old idea of the first world was built on images of Western dominance. Glass towers, financial power, infrastructure, innovation. But the 21st century introduced a strange reversal. Some of the world's fastest trains now move through Asia. Some of the world's smartest cities are rising in the Middle East. Entire urban systems are being redesigned around speed, convenience, automation, and digital integration. And perhaps most surprising of all, much of it feels accessible to ordinary people. In Tokyo, millions move through the largest metropolitan system on Earth with astonishing precision. In Singapore, public housing evolved into clean vertical communities connected by greenery, transit, and digital infrastructure. In Seoul, ultra-fast connectivity became so deeply integrated into daily life that entire industries transformed around it. In Shenzhen, a fishing town transformed into one of the most technologically advanced cities on the planet within a single generation. And in Dubai, the impossible became a development strategy. The modern city is no longer simply a place people live. It has become an operating system. Transportation flows like circuitry. Payments disappear into a single tap. Food, commerce, mobility, work, and communication merge into seamless ecosystems. Entire populations now experience levels of convenience that once felt futuristic. A train arrives. A delivery appears within minutes. A government document renews digitally. An electric vehicle charges silently below a residential tower. Life accelerates. Silence. The city exhales. Then, acceleration. Lives interlace. Momentum builds. But the deeper transformation is not technological. It is psychological. Because for generations, the world associated modernity with one direction, one image, one cultural center of gravity. Today, that assumption feels less certain. The future no longer belongs to a single region. It is fragmenting, multiplying, shifting eastward, expanding into places the world once viewed as peripheral. And nowhere is this transformation more visible than in the modern Asian megacity. These cities do not sleep. They pulse. Beneath glowing skylines are invisible systems coordinating millions of lives in real time. Traffic management, digital payments, smart logistics, high-speed transit, AI-assisted infrastructure, energy optimization, automated convenience. The city begins to feel almost alive. Yet despite the speed, something else emerges here too. Efficiency alone is not what people remember. It is the feeling. The sensation that daily life somehow works smoother, cleaner, faster, more connected. Modern civilization is quietly entering a new competition, not just power, but experience. And perhaps the most unexpected part of this transformation is not the technology itself, but the accessibility. In parts of Asia and the Middle East, a new urban reality emerged. Modern apartments, high-speed internet, advanced transit, 24-hour convenience, luxury amenities, digital infrastructure, and world-class food culture. Often at a fraction of the cost many people associate with major Western cities. A rooftop infinity pool overlooking Bangkok's skyline, a high-speed train crossing Shanghai, a spotless metro station in Singapore, Late-night convenience stores in Seoul operating with near-frictionless efficiency. For millions of people, modern life here no longer feels like a distant luxury. It feels attainable. And this changes something profound. Because the future becomes far more powerful once ordinary people can actually experience it. In many parts of Asia and Middle East, a different relationship between cost and quality of life quietly emerged. A late-night meal delivered within minutes, laundry collected and returned by morning, clean transit systems moving millions each day, affordable taxis moving through illuminated streets long after midnight, cleaning services, cafes, street food, convenience stores, and daily essentials woven seamlessly into urban life. Fresh food prepared on the corner, handymen arriving within hours. World-class food available at prices that still surprise many visitors. For millions of people, modern convenience here no longer feels like a luxury reserved for the elites. It feels normal. And perhaps that is the real shift taking place. The future is no longer being imagined only through massive skylines or ambitious mega-projects. It is being experienced quietly through the ease of everyday life. A metro system in Singapore feels safer and calmer than many airports. Tokyo's silence inside crowded trains feels almost surreal. In Seoul, food, transport, shopping, entertainment, and technology collapse into a single flowing urban rhythm. The future stops feeling distant. It becomes strangely normal. And this may be the most important shift of all. Because the new race between cities is no longer only about wealth. It is about quality of life. Which city saves people time? Which city reduces friction? Which city feels safe, connected, efficient, human? This does not mean the old world disappears. Europe and North America still remain enormously powerful, influential, and foundational to the modern global order. But the monopoly on the image of the future is ending. The world is becoming multipolar not only economically, but visually, architecturally, culturally, and psychologically. The skyline of the future no longer has one language. And perhaps this is why projects like NEOM capture so much global attention. Not because they are finished, not because they are perfect, but because they symbolize something larger. The realization that humanity is redesigning the idea of modern civilization itself. The question is no longer, what will the future look like? The question now is, where will the future feel most alive? Because somewhere between the neon of Tokyo, the vertical forests of Singapore, the ambition of Dubai, the velocity of Shenzhen, and the endless reinvention of Asia's rising megacities, the world quietly entered a new era, the world's new first world. And this time, the future may not emerge where history expected,